We know that we all live for something. We live for our loved ones, for our children, and even for our career, and many other things of this world. However, the more we focus on the things of this world, the more we forget the very main reason of our existence, which is to live for Yahuah and Yahusha. So, what does living for Yahuah and Yahusha mean? First of all, it means that we have already died to sin. In Romans 6 verses 11 to 12, this is what it says.
In the same way, count yourselves dead to sin but alive to God in Christ Yahusha. Therefore do not let sin reign in your mortal body, so that you obey its evil desires.
It's very clear that for us to live for Yahusha, we should no longer be slaves to sin, meaning we only serve righteousness instead of sin. So we should no longer be seen in the works of the flesh, like hatred, discord, drunkenness, gossiping, and sexual immorality, but rather we must now be seen in the works of the Spirit, like kindness, gentleness, faithfulness, and self-control at all times. How else can we prove that we are living for Yahuah and Yahusha? If we are placing our trust in God and not in men. But how will we know if we have already placed our trust in men rather than God? One manifestation is if we follow everything that a man or a leader says. When you're told to do this, don't do that. Or listen to this, but don't listen to that. Do you follow unconditionally? When accusations arise against a religious leader, and such leader encourages the brethren to just ignore them, do you just believe everything without question? Let's see what the Bible teaches us in 1 Timothy 5 verses 19 to 21.
Do not entertain an accusation against an elder, unless it is brought by 2 or 3 witnesses. But those elders, who are sinning you, are to reprove before everyone, so that the others may take warning. I charge you, in the sight of God and Christ Yahusha and the elect angels, to keep these instructions without partiality, and to do nothing out of favoritism.
It is very clear from here that we should never ignore the accusations being brought by 2 or 3 witnesses, but rather we should learn to listen, test everything and seek the guidance of Yahuah. In doing so, we are placing our trust in God and not in men. What else is the meaning of living for Yahuah and Yahusha? It means that we know where our real treasure is, which is definitely not of this world. There is nothing wrong to strive for earthly blessings, however we should never be blinded by the riches of this world, just like what happened to those so-called prosperity preachers, and to many religious groups nowadays. We have seen this pattern over and over again. Whenever they prosper, they end up being corrupt, because of so much desire for earthly treasures. So for us who live for Yahusha, we should break this pattern and always strive for the real treasure. Lastly, let love always reign in our life. Because if we submit to the love of Yahusha in our life, we are compelled to live just like him, thus bringing more people back to him, which is the true essence of living for Yahuah and Yahusha.